Testimony wrapped up a little while ago for the day today. We'll resume again on Thursday. Now, David Pecker was on the stand. He was the only witness that talked today. He is probably going to be back on the stand on Thursday. And what were they talking about? Well, they were talking about how they would catch and kill these stories. He talked about having to, pay somebody for the story, then deciding not to run it, how they would investigate the story. And they talked about a couple stories in particular, one involving the doorman for the Trump Tower, who had a story claiming that there was another Trump kid out there, that Donald had another illegitimate son that he wasn't claiming, and this doorman claimed to have knowledge about it. They paid the doorman off, made him sign an NDA to hide the story, and then released him after the election in 2016. Now, Donald Trump says he only did it because he wanted to keep Melania from finding out. And David Pecker even testified that they did some investigation and supposedly there was no merit to this story. But instead of releasing him from the NDA and, going forward then, when they found out there was no merit, they kept the story buried until after the election. They also did one with Karen McDougal. They were very interested in making sure they got a hold of this story. They did not publish it, made her sign an NDA, and apparently Michael Cohen was very, very interested and very anxious about making sure this story got bought and killed. I'm guessing, it hasn't come up yet, but I'm guessing it's going to come out that he was being pressured by Donald Trump to make sure this story didn't see the light of day. Now, none of this makes any sense from the standpoint of what Donald Trump is trying to say, is that he just didn't want Melania to find out. Well, if he didn't want Melania to find out and he wanted them, to do it to protect his family, well, then wouldn't he keep the NDA in place after the election? Wouldn't it be in perpetuity, as long as possible? Because once that NDA is gone, they can go talk to whoever they want. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But this testimony does not look good for Donald Trump. It kind of feeds into the narrative the prosecutors are trying to show, that there was a conspiracy to affect the 2016 election, and this was part of it. So testimony continues Thursday. We'll see what happens.